3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, this is Tess from Press Pause, and welcome back to URL Club. This is Tunsley, the show where we listen to music and we talk about it. Next to me, I have the lovely
Grady Gagger.
On the other side of me, I have
TNTISTA. What's good?
And finally, last but not least, we have
the dude.
And with that, we're gonna get right into our first song. Grady, do you want to take us away here?
Eyeless by Nipple Slot.
Yeah. Yeah. Just going insane. Insane in the moment.
Yeah, okay, I'm done. It's just a good song. We should just listen to this song as a credit.
I tried to hide me for so long. Everywhere I go, there's a sense of it. Pick up my antics and give me a choice. Doesn't matter if I give a shit a shot. That you gave me, you get to California with a Malapero's eyes. Get to California with a Malapero's eyes. You can't see California with a Malapero's eyes. It's all in your head. It's all in my head. It's all in your head. Yeah.
Loved that.
Yeah, that's sick.
Unlike the technical, like nitty gritty stuff that I found really interesting is how I kind of brought it up when we were listening, but in the section where he's going off about it's all in your head, it's all in my head, it's all in your head. I feel like there's just this moment when he says it's all in my head where he's like ironically laughing about it as he's saying like, oh fuck, like, it's all in my head, and you hear a giggle at the end. I love it. And the fact that the whole song is like slowly getting slower and not slower, but like half timing over and over and over.
Yeah.
It just keeps going like, I just love the progression of it.
It like kept changing sections in a way that was really cool. The song never really gets boring.
It just keeps going.
It just keeps going, but it's never like the same thing. It keeps you gussing.
Yet it is though, right? Like it still feels like the same.
For sure.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a song.
It's the same vibe. It's the same song, but it's like not predictable.
There are a lot of unique moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They made each time there was a new element or a new moment, it really stands out, and it's like, ooh, okay, this is happening. And it sucks you back in, and then show you a new moment. So I thought it was really cool.
I really loved the panning, the choices with the panning on all the everything there.
Now, Tess, you have a song for us, don't you?
Yeah. So my song is Two-Headed Boy Part 2. Big tonal departure happening here. I don't know. This song's like really well known. This album's really well known. Neutral Milk Hotel is kind of a meme. But I don't know. I had a good cry to this album this week. And this like I struggle to think of an album in general that makes me more emotional than this one does. So I feel like I had to bring something from it. But also fuck Julian Coster. I think we have to say that.
In my dreams, you're alive and you're crying as your mouth moves in mine, soft and sweet. Rings of flowers round your eyes, and I love you for the rest of your life.
So I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with this record or band or anything, but I'm curious like what y'all think of the lyrics and like what they mean.
I'm gonna be honest. The only lyrics I could hear was that he makes her eat tomatoes and radio wire.
That's fair.
I would have to listen to it again also.
Okay.
I'd have to like read it.
Yeah,
I'd have to read it too.
Just like the vibe.
Me
And
too.
overall energy.
that's very fair.
And trying to kind of decipher the artwork a little bit, because the artwork was very interesting as well.
Yeah, her head was.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, this is the final track in a concept album. I feel some of that stuff kind of comes through maybe a little bit more clear.
Right.
But I mean, the song's like really about his relationship with like the Diary of Anne Frank and like the war and everything.
Okay. I was going to ask because it kind of looked like a Jewish star on her shirt and on her dress. And then there was kind of like the arm.
I was going to ask about that. I was like, what's going on with their arms here, huh?
Like the kids drowning in the back and like the pieces of the boat. And I was like, I wanted to ask if there was a reference to that. And now you're explaining that there is.
Yeah, it's I mean, the whole album's kind of about his relationship with Anne Frank is like a kind of struggling youth himself and his kind of relationship to that book and those experiences. But I don't know. I love that song. I think it's just really pretty. And the performance through it, you can just feel so much sadness, I think.
For real.
One of my favorite performances on any record, like period, honestly.
Yeah, homie sung his heart out. You could tell that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
it
one.
definitely was deeply emotional. You could really feel that.
For real though. For real though.
There's something cool, even in the way it was recorded, that adds to the emotional impact of it. It's clearly like you can hear the room, you can hear the chair creaking, you can hear like him just moving with the song as he's playing with it.
Yeah. It's kind of yeah.
I think it attributes well to what you're saying, that it's kind of an ode to Anne Frank. That's what it sounds like, even more so than, I mean, it sounds like a song, but it really does sound like an ode, like somebody in their room kind of singing / talking, just telling their thoughts about this person and how they've impacted them
Yeah,
a little bit.
I also love the way that like the production kind of drops out through a lot of it. Like you have this really big kind of weird surreal intro, and it kind of just turns into him and a guitar.
Yeah, the intro. I forgot about that. That
Yeah.
intro was super cool.
I
Yeah.
definitely did not expect it to go that way after the intro.
Yeah.
The intro put me in a certain space, then I was like, whoa, now we're in a different one, but
Yeah.
it was awesome. Okay. All right. URL Club fans and members of the squad.
Long.
Today we are going to be listening to Just a Thought. This is by Benzel featuring Cashmere Cat. I think this song is from a little bit ago. I don't know how many years ago it is, but it definitely was like in my very early SoundCloud save. So I know that I was listening to it a long time ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that this is just such a banger. And Cashmere Cat does a lot of cool stuff. If you ever played GTA, you've definitely heard one of his songs on GTA.
No.
But just as a little, I'll talk more about after, but I was reading one of those like Reddit Q&As that Cashmere Cat had done, and I really liked how throughout it he just talked about how important it is for him to have fun in the DAW, and that he doesn't erase any mistakes, and he kind of just makes stuff louder if he thinks that it's not supposed to
No
be there, which I thought was
That's so
just kind of awesome. And he's like, sometimes I feel like I just don't know what I'm doing, and that is my greatest strength. And I feel like in this song, it just really sounds like he's having fun and he's just making decisions because he's like, that's cool. I'm going to use it and not overthinking it too much. So I don't know.
That's
That's
the way.
kind of what I thought about. So let's see what you guys think.
Baby, you're nothing at all. Baby, you're nothing at all.
For some reason, when I was listening to this, I was like thinking the whole time, I was like, yo, this kind of sounds like, because I've never heard of this artist before.
Okay.
So I was like thinking like, yo, this is like what it would sound like if like Young Lean made like electronic music, just for some reason.
Young Lean.
Yeah, because he just has like such a fun vibe, and like everything about him was like,
I have no respect for Young Lean
What?
after I saw his Boiler Room.
oh, I don't
Sorry.
know. I don't know anything about his newer stuff. I just know his old stuff was just like good vibes, and like it doesn't really matter what. I don't know
I can't speak to his music, but in his Boiler Room in Miami,
what
I
he
believe,
sucked at DJing or something.
all he did was plug in his iPod and literally
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's lit.
just like not even a transition. He would like stop a song and play a song. And I was like, you're in a Boiler Room, bro. Okay, I know we're not supposed to. Okay, sorry, I'm talking poorly about it.
we can. I feel like we can dog on that.
Yeah,
No, this is
I can't
lit.
speak
This
on
is a
his
statement.
productions, but if you're doing a Boiler Room, I just personally like to see you DJ.
Well, of course,
So,
of
I
course.
was a little disappointed.
He's making a stance. He's making a stance. Anyways, what I'm saying is like it just like was fun music that like you could kind of tell like he put together, being like, I'm making this to have fun, not to impress people, and not to like make some sort of like fucking masterpiece of a fucking song. It was like people are gonna listen to this and think, yo, this is like a fun tune. Which is the same vibe I get when I listen to Young Lean. That's why I said that.
There was a time when music production was like it felt less explored than it does now. Obviously, obviously it's less explored, but like
Mhm.
where like the vocal chop was literally the vocal and on like loop mode or something or in one chop mode. And that's it's just a nostalgic feeling to get to listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
I really love the like main riff going through the chorus and the I don't know, just all of it. I love the little riffs happening.
Yeah.
Like really catchy little melodies.
True.
And they never really stopped feeling fresh, which is cool.
Good vibes all the way through.
Yeah, just good vibes.
I just like the
It was a
vibe.
masterpiece just with yeah, it was very unapologetic in the changes and the different sounds that kept coming in and out, and I think it was super cool. The very wide swirling synths the whole time just put you in this very like unique space, and it gives me that early, like you were saying, early EDM nostalgic feeling almost instantaneously, which going back and listening to that now is always such an amazing feeling because that's why we're here and that's why I'm here. So it's always a nice little taste to get that again.
I feel like a lot of simpler stuff kind of in this vein and in that vein has aged really well too.
Yeah.
Like, cause like for all you had to do to have a good song back then was you had to have something that was like kind of catchy and like worked on a production level a little bit. And like, I think the simplicity of it kind of makes it feel sort of more timeless in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
It was lit.
Jared, do you want to take us away here?
Sure. So the reason I'm playing this song is I actually just saw Subfiltronik last night here in LA, and I was really upset that he didn't play this song because it's like one of his biggest songs. And little history on this song is it for a while when this song came out, I think Subfiltronik would just send the stems to anyone who asked him for it. Like if you just DM'd him, he would just send you the stems. So the stems are just kind of out there. So there's like actually like just like 800 fucking remixes of this song just existing, and like most of the remixes are bigger than the actual song, which is funny. Just because some really big names remixed it that were like bigger in the rhythm scene than Subfiltronik was, or whatever it is, you know. And this one's still like today, like this one being played out, like everyone in the crowd is like yelling the words and they know the fucking sample and they know the drop it like it's hot. So yeah, it's just a fucking OG banger. And I'm just probably, I don't know. I think we got to hear it.
Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, let's get it in. Straight to the ball, straight shots, just right to start the night on quick. What, don't be pop, low, don't get JD on the rocks as the night is young. I'm on the cheek with big thighs. Who can move and move to the baseline? Move like she ain't got no waistline. Then it's on to the next, can't take time. It's the baseline. Make them wanna skank and lose control. Go to the bar and blow some dough. Like it was a fat off chick on a boat. They hating so. I got a dum-dum with a red hair that'll make it blow. But I don't really wanna get blood on my clothes. Shades, hot like where we go. Yo.
It's lit.
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, no, I thought it was super cool. I love the vocals in it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what made it big.
Yeah, I think it's just like I think I've noticed in general that when I hear a rhythm song, the ones I really click with are the ones that have like a strong vocal performance.
Yeah.
And one that feels like it's a part of the drop and like what's happening and like an important piece of the pie. And I don't know, that feels like the core of this song.
Oh yeah.
And the bars are sick.
Yeah.
It's like fun. It's catchy.
It stands out.
Yeah.
I can't believe we didn't play it. I still can't believe we didn't play it.
It's great.
That kick drum scratched the right part of my brain.
The kick is right.
I love that kick drum. So sick.
Yeah. This one like just screams like when I think of like degenerate fucking music, I'm just like, this is it. Like the fool's like, we're gonna fucking drink all night, pass out and do it again. I'm like, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Sonically simple for a rhythm song.
Well, this is an older one.
That makes sense.
So this one came out a long time ago. Like I think it's like 2013 or something.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So
that
that's
makes
why.
sense. It's
Yeah.
kind of the same vibe as the song Bailey brought.
Yeah, I was like, it's just like a
Where it's
simpler version of what we listen to now.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the heart of it's there.
There's
Yeah.
something about that though that just
It's a way.
it's so nice on the ears and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I don't every time you hear something from a little bit older in EDM, it's just like, oh yeah, that feels nice.
Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
that.
It goes to show like the bones, like I guess songwriting, the root of the song is ultimately what's carrying it, because you could just
Yeah.
reproduce those in old ways or new ways and it would still be this great song.
Yeah. I also love hearing rhythm music that has like headroom. You know?
Yeah.
It's great to hear like a rhythm song that's just not like, you know, gasping for air. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It has some dynamics to it. It's
Yeah.
not like a two luff range. It's
Yeah,
there's
it's all
some
just
movement.
slammed against some clipper. It's like, that's why that kick drum sounded so good. I feel like, probably, I don't know.
There's still transients happening.
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
nice to hear it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think that wraps us up, huh?
Yeah. So, folks, if you enjoyed the episode this week, come back next week. We do this every week.
Do it.
We also have a podcast that comes out Monday, and all of us make music and have other projects. The links for which will be in the description and the bio of our page here.
True.
So go check it out, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I hate the old me.